Hey, this is Marilyn Gigliotti.
Hey, this is Brian O'Halloran.
Hey, everybody. My name is Scott Schiaffo, actor best known as the Chulies Gum Guy from the film Clerks.
And welcome to Clerks Minute.
You're listening to Clerks Minute.
And I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Hi, this is Mike Zapsik from AMC's Comic Book Man, the podcast I Sell Comics, and the Ming and Mike Show. And you're listening to Clerks Minute.
What's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen from AMC's Comic Book Man. You got a minute? Good, because you're listening to Clerks Minute.
Hey, this is Walt Flanagan, the Lon Chaney of the 90s, and you are listening to Clerks Minute.
Hello, everybody. This is Blake. Before we get to today's episode, I just have a couple of announcements to make. First of all, this is officially the season finale of Clerks Minute Season 1. We were going to do some episodes next week with some interviews, but they kind of fell through on us. They're in the middle of rescheduling. So, my other announcement is going to be that starting next week, as long as everything plays out as planned, we will have a brand new summer series. Probably every other week, we'll have something drop with a special show. It's an interview, an old episode that we recorded. Got a bunch of stuff planned. They'll go up as a Clerks Minute summer series. Also, if you want to hear more of me, I'm going to be starting a show on June 2nd called No Days But Today with my wife Mandy, and we'll be breaking down the movie Rent 1 week at a time on Saturday mornings, and we're going to be doing that a day at a time. So look for me over there. Okay, all that being said, let's throw it to the season finale of Clerks Minute Season 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Clerks Minute, the show where we look back at 1994 Kevin Smith's classic one cutscene minute at a time. And for the last time, I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
And we're at the end.
Yeah.
We're at the end. Woohoo! All right, today, before we say our goodbyes and our farewells and thank everybody that's been involved with us, pretty much, let's go to the end of the movie. So when we last left you, we were talking about the end of the movie, and we hit credits. But we said there's an alternate ending. It's the much talked about and discussed alternate ending to Clerks. Now, Kyle, normally I do the descriptions of everything going on. Since you're the movie guy here, and you're the one that does more detail from this, why don't you tell everybody how this movie would have ended?
Well, the movie would have ended with Dante getting shot and killed in a holdup.
Which is insane. Which is absolutely insane.
And which was done because he just didn't know how to end the movie.
It's weird. It's weird how that works, you know?
So yeah, it's like we go from a lighthearted indie comedy to Friday the 13th.
Weird. It's just so, it's when you watch it, because we're watching the uncut version, and you were making a comment about the first cut, so you make a comment on the quality.
It honestly looks like the Bigfoot video.
Yeah, it's really strange because we literally started the scene where our last episode, which is exactly what we talked about in our last episode. Yeah. And it's weird watching it back. It's like, okay, we just watched this, but the quality is so different, and it's not high def at all. Yeah. It's really weirdly badly quality.
Yeah,
really bad quality.
It's gonna say it looks like an 80s porno.
Yeah, and it doesn't end like an 80s porno. I think that would have been a better ending than this thing. But what was the one thing you wanted to say on the air? What was the one thing you wanted to say?
First off, yeah, it would have better ending would have been him going to talk to Veronica and discovering that she's trying to beat her old record.
At one time.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hey, she's making good on her threat. But yeah, I was wrong. They didn't have to dub it over. It is the wrangle in both versions of the film.
Well, there you go. Who knew, right?
Yeah.
Who knew? It's just one of those things you learn when you're breaking things down the way we do things here.
Yeah.
Break it down minute at a time, and that kind of stuff happens. By the way, I am noticing that the movie's actually longer in this cut. Because if you look at the time code, it says 1 hour 41.
Yeah.
Which is not where we are. We were a little earlier in the movie, so that's a little longer of a movie on the final cut.
Oh, and I believe that there is a stinger after the credits.
There is?
Yeah.
On this version?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll have to fast forward, and we'll talk about that here.
Okay.
But one thing I will say, I forgot to mention this in the last episode, was the song with Soul Asylum, which is not here at the end.
Instead, it's just replaced with the sounds of a cash register.
Which is crazy. Also in the script, I like to make a note. They actually cut something from the script.
Yeah.
It's weird. The final cut is still cut from the script. There's something from the script that's not in the final cut, which is weird. First cut, which is weird. It says credits. Oh wait, is this? Oh no, we haven't gotten there yet. It's fine. Yeah. But no. Well, and by the way, the guy who shoots his name is John.
Yeah.
His name is John.
Yeah.
So he has to have a character name. During the credits, we do have. I always love Kevin Smith's thank yous because they're always elaborate as hell. And I'll read a few of the top ones here. First, the director would like to thank God for the gifts.
Yeah.
Sure. Mom and Dad for all the support. Scott Moser,
yeah.
for accepting an invitation to lunch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Walt for starting it all by giving me a copy of Dark Knight. Ed for never throwing in the towel. Kim for everything. Kristen for everything and more. Vincent for the inspiration. Dave for all the pretty pictures. Jason for being Jason. Bri for a lifetime worth of laughs. And then Virginia, who is his sister, for saying be a filmmaker. And Don, his brother, for always picking up the check. So there you go. And we have a whole bunch of other credits, which I'm not going to read them all the thank yous. And what we'll do is we'll pause the recording and watch the stinger, because I completely forgot about this. We're back. We paused the recording. We came back. We watched the stinger that we forgot to watch when we were first watching this. What happened in the stinger?
Kevin Smith plays he's not Bob here. He's a completely different guy.
Yes.
Guy, ponytail, baseball jersey, and that. He walks up to the counter. He's looking around. He sees nobody there. There. I was going to say, well, considering the fact that we just ended with Dante getting shot, there's a good possibility this happened afterward.
Yeah, obviously, because Dante is dead behind the counter. He doesn't look behind the counter, which is funny. I figured he would look behind the counter, but he doesn't.
Yeah, so, he looks left, looks right, I think he may have looked behind the counter, but I'm guessing...
He didn't look down.
Yeah.
He didn't look down. That was the important part.
Yeah, and so, see nobody around. He just reaches up, grabs a pack of cigarettes, and runs off.
Yeah, and by the way, there is dialogue that he talks over, but they put the music in over it.
Yeah.
He says, hello, little help. Which is funny. Yeah. And that's how the movie ends, which is crazy. That's a completely different ending than what we dealt with over in the main movie. So, completely different.
And, that basically caused a bit of a panic when they saw the first cut.
Yeah. Well, the funny part is now, because we're doing Clerks 2 in our next season, we wouldn't have Clerks. We wouldn't have Dante in any of the rest of the View Askew universe. If they shoot him here, there's no View Askew universe without Dante. Really? Because it's like, wow, he's one of the connective tissues through all the movies. You know, him and Jay and Bob.
Well, here's an idea. Maybe they could do maybe there was something. Maybe they could do something in the comics there where this is basically the original timeline, and then Jay does some sort of flashpoint thing.
Ooh. I like that. Yeah. There's a comic right there. I like that one. We're approaching the anniversary of the movie. That's a cool idea. I like that. Yeah. So, by the way, in the last note in the Film School Reject article we've been referencing, it says the film is dedicated for Uncle Al in honor of Smith, uncle and actor who died during the making of the film. Yeah. There you go. That's it. That's our last note there. That's that. That's the movie. We're finished with the movie. I do want to thank some people here to finish this up. First of all, besides obviously us as co-hosts here doing this, I want to thank Mandy, my wife, his sister, for putting up with our schedules and getting this figured out since August when we started recording this damn show. We've been recording this since August, which is insane. I do have a list of all of our guests. I'm going to read them in order for those who just so we don't get anyone like, why'd you put that person in front of me? Because I'm reading them straight off of our page. So I'll go in order. Scotty Fellows, our first guest, and probably not be on Clerks 2. Mike Donovan, who made 2 appearances. Good guy. One of my oldest friends. Marilyn Gigliotti, our first celebrity guest.
By the way, I must give Mike Donovan props for his fight against the Visitors.
Yes. Marilyn Gigliotti. The lovely Marilyn Gigliotti, who now is friends with me on Facebook because of doing this show.
Hi, Marilyn.
Yes, JJ Garrod from Hawk, Chris Main from Shooting Clerks, Scott Chiaffo, who is again now my friend on Facebook and likes every one of our fucking posts on Instagram. Every single solitary one he likes, which I love the fact that he does that. Jason Powell from ProWrestling.net for coming on for our Christmas episode. The Star Wars Minute guys, Pete the Retail, and Alec Robinson. Back-to-back episodes with them. Sean Gurman, currently working on the Groundhog Minute. Great guy, came on 2 episodes. Thomas Howarth, who was doing Never Ending Minute when he came on the show. He's now doing the X Minute. talking about X-Men. That's what he's doing right now. David Callisto, our boss, not only letting us do the show, but coming on the show.
Yeah.
That's also cool. Sal Costa, my normal co-host at the Blake and Sal Show, coming over here, even though he's like, why am I doing this show? And then when he watched the minute, I said to him, like, oh, that's why you want me on this show. That explains a lot. Your best friend, Matt Polzin, for coming on for a couple of episodes, and he'll be back next season. Kurt Hoffman, one of my old buddies, for coming on a show and didn't really understand the concept, but he came on anyway. The man who did the most episodes with us, Mark Palkowski, your father-in-law.
Hi, Dad.
5 episodes he did with us, which is insane. Anyhow, he almost only did 1, and now he did 5 episodes with us. And I believe, Scott Corelli from Dueling Genres. Scott Holden from That Man on Fat Man, not only for coming on the show and doing this show, having us on his show, and promoting our show all the damn time. He retweets our tweets, he posts our stuff up, and he tells people to listen to our show all the damn time. Great guy, Scott. Ralph from Cake Boss. A show I hope you're on next season because he's coming back next season. I hope you're on the episode because he's so much fun to talk to. And now my friend on Snapchat.
Yay.
He had to be on Snapchat. It's weird. Ernie O'Donnell. Great guy. Eric Blythe from Random Chatter. Great guy. Trying again. Jacob Clark. Jake from Dark Knight Minute. And you were on Dark Knight Minute.
Yeah.
So there you go. They brought you on that show. Daniel Barry from the Forcecast. And that's it. And Crystal Beth, of course, to wrap up. What a eclectic amount of guests. Yeah. And ironically, that's not even all the people that said they come on the show. We just couldn't schedule them into this season. Like Heidi Bennett, who was going to be on next season. Casey Joe from Magical Jokers, he tried so hard to come on the show. We just could not schedule her on Jokers filming. He's going to try to come on next season.
Yay!
So that's cool. Steve Rogers, who does a lot of our social media stuff, he's coming on next season.
He just got to take a break in his fight against the forces of Hydra.
CJ Cullen, who is a big guy and does a whole bunch of podcasting out east, he's coming on next season. Yeah. And I'm going to try to talk to some people while I'm in Jersey. I'm going to try to make some connections while I'm in Jersey in August to try to get some of the comic book men on the show next season. So that's my project for next season. Also, one of my goals for next season, and I'll say it right here on the air, because of what we're pulling off on this season, my number one goal for Clerks 2, for season 2 of Clerks Minute. Oh, I want to talk about Clerks 2, actually. I have something else announcement. I haven't even told you this yet, but my top goal for Clerks 2, because we're getting Kevin and Jay on next week, was Rosario Dawson. That is my top goal for season 2, to get her on this show.
I can get behind that.
And I love her to death, and she's one of the biggest geeks in Hollywood, and I want her on, I want to try to get her on this show. That is my top goal. So people listening to this, if you have any way of contacting her, I know I said this with Kevin, and I got a lot of contact information from people and a lot of channels and how I got where I got. So if anyone has any contact information and in touch with Rosario Dawson, please let me know, and we will try to get her on this show. That is my top goal for next season. Also, now, I have not told you this. I want to see your reaction to this. The decision has been made because they're doing the same thing over at the Turtles Minute for Clerks 2.
Yeah.
So that we don't run into the lull that we ran into this year. One of our biggest problems with doing Clerks Minute was the lull, where we had minutes where nothing was going on, absolutely nothing to talk about. Yeah. So that we don't run into that issue next season, we're going to be doing Clerks Minute 2 minutes at a time.
Yay!
So we're going to start Clerks Minute. It'll be 2 minutes at a time talking about Clerks 2. So that it'll be a shorter season, but we'll have a lot more to talk about every episode. Yeah. Plus, I have a feeling, because of all the guests that are coming on as it is, all the return guests, and some people that are waiting for Clerks 2 to come on this show, including Mandy. Yeah. She wants to come on this show for Clerks 2. Yeah. We're going to have a lot more guests and probably a lot less episodes than just the two of us chit-chatting, which is not a bad thing. This is not a bad thing. So, that's all the announcements. That's everything going on. Next week, as long as everything goes as planned, Monday with Jay Muse, Wednesday and Friday, Kevin Smith. And that's it for season 1 of Clerks Minute. We did it! We did it!
Huzzah!
I can't believe we did it. We're done. We're done. I want to thank everybody over at the Movies by Minute community on Facebook, moviesbyminute.com. I know when we were the newcomers to the MMX community, and when we came in, and this is how I live as the underdog. I've always been the underdog in the podcast world. I'm a nobody in Wisconsin who's from Jersey, who has a microphone that I bought from Amazon.
Yeah.
All my microphones are from Amazon.
Yeah.
I didn't pay a lot for my equipment, and I'm using Audacity. So it's not like I'm paying a lot of money